Voice of the People, 90.3 FM, everyone. Check your time, 10:44 a.m. I am here because you're there. My name is Jude. Ikami Jude. And of course, I am here to read all of your messages and of course, take more calls. But later by 11 on the DOT, Peter Anosike will be joining us on the show to look at some of these issues back to back. There are several both in the polity, and we need to address it one after the other, okay? I am sure that you are aware. Okay, you might not be aware, but let me put it to you. Let me put it to you, according to, my brother. Let me put it to you what is happening, across Nigeria. Just a couple of information here and there, quickly. We hear that the leadership of the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASUU, has announced that it has directed all its branches nationwide to suspend their services due to delay in the payment of June 2025 salary. The union cited the implementation of its no pay, no work resolution as the reason for this action. Of course, right now, ASUU has commenced nationwide strike. All right. All right, Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Okay, everyone, welcome back now. All right, welcome back. Welcome back, everyone. Let's talk. Let's talk. I gave some information earlier, and I would want to repeat those information again. I told you that the leadership of the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASUU, has announced that it has directed all its branches nationwide to suspend their services due to the delay in the payment of June 2025 salaries. The union cited the implementation of its no pay, no work resolution as a reason for this action. All right. ASUU branches at two federal universities, the University of Jos and the University of Abuja, have already begun strike in line with the directive. So as it is now, ASUU has gone on strike. I remember when I was in school. This kind of time with the happy go house. Oh God. Oh, happy go house. ASUU don't strike. ASUU don't strike. There was a time I think we were home for like close to 1 year. ASUU strike. 9 months, like pregnancy. Oh God. Hey, okay. Let me teach you some other stories. Some more stories. I also hear something really urgent in Abia State. Are you from Abia State? Anosike is from Abia State. I will be having him shortly. In Abia State government has raised the alarm, alleging that some politicians in some parts of the state have deployed their agents to various wards to fraudulently obtain information contained in the permanent voters card (PVCs) of unsuspecting rural dwellers in exchange for the sum of 10,000 naira only. All right. According to Alam, the alleged fraudulent act was being run under a deceptive guise that it is to create a non-existent e-wallet for empowerment. Okay, what I'm trying to let you know is that, let me break it down for you in simple words. Politicians are busy buying up PVCs in villages with 10,000 naira in Abia State. Abia government have actually raised the alarm. That's why I said, are you from Abia State? Please, I want you to find out this information and get back to me just right here in the studio. I'll be here up until 12 on the DOT, okay? So I will be waiting for that information. If you're privy to that information, let's quickly fast check. And then, like I told you, Peter Obi is in the news again this morning. It's not information you have. This one is privy to VOP alone. Yes, it's privy to VOP alone. It's exclusive, for VOP alone. Okay? And I will give you all this information. It's something really vital. We cannot just leave. Something is happening in Labour Party. Something is about to happen. And I think Obi is very connected to this. Well, Lagos, Nigeria, you get to find out. But first, let me see if I can touch on some of your messages. Okay? Then I would have to discuss this with Peter Obi. Did I say Peter Obi? With Peter Anosike. They are both Peters anyway. Okay. Let me delve into your messages now, quickly, everyone. Let's delve straight into your messages. Mayor sent a message earlier this morning, and it was saying, all we are hearing every day now is about 2027 instead of good governance. There is no delay in Nigeria, or there is no day, rather. Okay, is the way you put it, right? It said there is no day in Nigeria that you don't hear how flawed or bandits or Boko Haram or kidnappers or hunger are killing Nigerians. But the highest landlord in Nigeria, after the former IG of police, which is Tafa Balogun, is busy borrowing money from left to right. Still, Nigerians go to bed without food. Come 2027, no amount of their propaganda, deceit and lies will save the highest, landlord in Nigeria, which is Tinubu. Okay, it's all right then. Thank you so much for that message. And then Benjamin from Shogunle says, our naira will continue to weaken against the dollar in as much as our leaders are not interested in production but consumption. The strength of any country currency is a function of our export. Nigeria should not get it wrong politically as it happened in 2023 election. That is why the coalition of political parties to unseat President Tinubu in 2027 should try to push for electoral reform that will compel INEC to transmit results electronically and in real time. Okay. And then, Timitokwe Onaoye from Ijagemo community. It's quite unfortunate that we don't have in power leaders with human feelings. If not, how can Nigerians be buying gas that is a waste product at a very ridiculous amount? Also, the National Assembly that is meant to uphold the law has allegedly turned out to be law breakers following the reinstatement of Senator Natasha, which the Assembly claimed not to have officially received the court ruling. My question now is, will she be allowed to enter the Assembly today? It's a big one. Mazu Gochukwu is saying, ADC has caused political hurricane for APC. Coalition should bear in mind, no Obi, no coalition. Wike will officially dump PDP now, since he has nobody to betray. Okay, that's what you're saying. Good morning to you. My name is DK from Iba. ADC has given a northerner the national chairman of the party and the national secretary to the west. Therefore, the presidential ticket should go to the east. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's okay. You guys have to do something about yes, we have actually attended to that, or we are attending to that currently. Yes. Boala is an agent of APC. Even Atiku himself knows he can't win without Obi. Same as Obi can't win without Atiku's support. He has been sent. Madu Francis from Ikorodu. Okay, now, Obi cannot do without Atiku. Atiku cannot do without Obi. The only thing is, who's going to lead? Who's going to be in the forefront? That's the question here. And I think I should ask Peter Anosike that same question. Really, really vital, I must say. Really, really vital. Really vital. Okay. Let's see let's see what happens. All right, APC have lost its credibility, and Mr. President should begin to, pack his loads back to Lagos. It's okay. It's okay. What's this person saying? Kudos to Enugu State government for launching Enugu Air. Onoha Michael from Greenfield Estate, Agokota. I want to say congratulations to all the women Natasha will be resuming today. Thumbs up to her for not giving up. We have won, and glory be to God. Shame to all the wicked men that suspended her unlawfully. Chude from Ayetoro. If ADC didn't remove that secret memo that is holding Nigeria down, they will give Atiku the ticket, and it will be their greatest failure. Which one? Okay. I don't care who's the Jagaban, because it's only obtainable because of where he belongs, and he's coming from where he belongs, and of course where he's coming from. Otherwise, what we need is free, fair, and credible election. It's all right. Let's sacrifice today for tomorrow. Nothing good comes easy. Nigeria will definitely get there. Patience, patience, patience is what we need. God bless Nigeria. Thanks, Ishaba. Okay? If Atiku move this country, if Atiku love, you want to say this country, and want to rescue the country from bad governance, he should agree for Peter Obi to be the president, and he will be the vice. If this motive is for the betterment, if the Nigeria he can still face. What are you saying? Thank you. Peter from Ejibo. Sometimes I get upset when they say Bola Tinubu fought the military. Where and when? Please, check for me. Which of the military junta? You see, the APC and Tinubu are good in propaganda. That's what they are good at. Now, as a strategist, where are we today? I was born and brought up in Lagos. It's only we that lives in Lagos that knows him too well. It's a tax strategist like Lasma, Loma, Agri vehicles license and other taxes. So we in Lagos knows he won't do anything but installed his foot soldiers into political offices so that he can remain relevant and become Baba Isale of Nigeria, of Nigerian state, right? Peter from Ejigbo is the one sending that message. Okay. For Peter Obi to say he will serve only one term, he can fix Nigeria, because if you go to Abia and Enugu State, you will be surprised on what their governors are doing. Emeka from Oshodi. Larry P. Lagos. To make a change in a country is not forever. The Vice President Yemi Oshibajo is an example. Anytime ex-President Buhari was not in the country, we felt the change of power in this country. Larry P, thank you so much. I remember that era. Anyway, Matthew from Ijegun is saying good morning to you, Ikami Jude. And of course, let's have these in mind, that if Peter Obi refused to work with Atiku, merely Peter is not financially stable. Okay, only Peter, you say, is not financially stable to compete, with Tinubu coming 2027 election, because Tinubu will use Nigerian resources to do this campaign coming 2027. But Atiku is ready to spend all what he has, you want to say, to make sure that these APC will leave Nigeria alone. Okay? If they are not ready to give Peter Obi the coalition ticket, let Tinubu continue. It's Peter Obi or nothing. And Atiku has been trying to be president since 1992. Enough is enough. Edward from Adinya is the one who is sending that message. And then, what's your name now, this person? 4 years is enough for a good person in governance to make an impact. If the current president can make a statement that removed the subsidy that brought us to this point on that minute and everything went its knees. Simply put, Sati Orisubari, thank you so much. We book more. If Obi can get 6.1 million votes based on his record as former Anambra State governor, and Tinubu based on perceived work in Lagos, now being tested as president and work he has done, Obi should and will win Tinubu. Tony Benjamin from Ejigbo. Good morning, Ikamijude. I've always said it that if Peter Obi is not made the flag bearer of the coalition, then the coalition is dead on arrival. Just like what Prince Chilaka said this morning. Atiku may later shock Nigerians by stepping down, knowing full well that he has well, that's your opinion though. Obi is the man for the job. Ho-ha. Obinna from Okota. Good morning, VOP. Let Atiku give Obi chance to contest as a president. Chief said that. Let's look at this message. It's quite lengthy, but thank you, Comrade Godfrey from Surulere. Thank you so much. Good morning. If we fail to vote for Obi in 2027, we will continue our journey in Egypt. 2027 should be a great turnaround for Nigeria, and there is no going back. Have a blessed day. From HRHBC Nwoko in Oshodi. Okay. Bonjour to this man who is in Togo, right? Okay. He said he's engineer Orji Kalu from Benin Republic. Okay, not Togo, Benin Republic. If really Nigeria wants to be one, the only good candidate must be Peter Obi. Minus that, I'm sorry for Nigeria. And if any coalition use Obi as VP, obedient will disappoint him. And me, I will vote for APC if Obi go for VP. Ha! So it's just about Obi, and nothing else. Is that what it is? Now, wow. Okay, please let Atiku support Obi. Gordon from Ijegun. Good morning, Ikamiju. The middle belt are not for Atiku, another Fulani. It's time for Obi not to be. Obi should not be a second fiddle. Atiku should step aside. Omalicha from Ogba is sending that message. Okay. Plenty messages here. Okay. I think I grabbed what you said. CYC Honesty from Isolo. Yeah, the greatest problem of this nation is corruption, insecurity, INEC, and the judiciary. And the APC has worse people, in government. Okay? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. Chukwuemeka from Ajegunle. Good morning, Ikami and the analyst. I am Chukwuemeka. I said this yesterday that a mistake repeated twice is a decision. If Atiku dare comes out as ADC flag bearer, they will lose again. The table has turned. Obi is the rave of the moment. We shouldn't forget so soon what happened in 2023. Atiku should forget about being there. Nigeria will do great under Obi's leadership. ADC shouldn't repeat PDP mistake. It's turn off the South. So the South should remain as what now? Okay. Chukwuemeka, thank you so much. It's not time to take calls, so please chill with your calls. Can you please work on that? Yeah, like I said, we're working on it already. Chinedu from Badagry. Peter Obi should please stay away from Atiku because Nigeria is zoned north and south. Why is it that Atiku, being a northerner, wants to cause problem on this noble agreement? If not trying to cause confusion. In fact, he's a spoiler. He should allow the north and the south arrangements to be, the balance and all of that. Thank you so much for your comment. Good morning. My name is Mr. Ofoma. If Atiku loved this country, let him correct the mistake he made during 2023 election by allowing Obi to complete the turn of the South in 2027. After then, 2031, it will be the turn of the North. Let him play the role of a father at this point in time. Good morning, Ikami. I believe before the coalition was unfolded with their series of meetings, it would have come up about who will lead the party among Atiku, Obi, and Damechi. Let us forget about their public comments. At the appropriate time, things will begin to unfold for better. My guess is that Peter Obi should lead the coalition. Emeka from Abia State. Peter Obi. Okay. The beauty of opposition. ADC are excesses of ruling party with vested interest. Obi is not part of original plans. All right. It builds around Atiku. The agreement is between Atiku and Amechi. Political. Okay. It's okay. This is the time for Southeast and Obi. Is Nigeria top choice for 2027. Atiku should give Obi all the support or be his deputy to position him for 2031. IK from Ikotun. Good morning. It's Obi and Southeast or nothing. IK. Okay. Jude, you ask which soap Obi use. All talks about Obi for president. Elder Deacon or Mafuluku. Yes, so I don't know the soap will be take bath. Really. And then, what's your name? Jude, I can almost swear on my honor to tell you that if Obi and Oshibajo becomes president and vice, this country will become that which we've always wanted or prayed. I don't see Atiku as desperate or just corrupt. I see his persistence as a result of someone who is so pained by the same thing that pains us. That is not rich. He just wants to make sure he becomes president so that he will do or achieve these goals he has set. So, now only God can fit talk whether his intentions are good or not. But I trust he meant well for the nation. He just wants to do it himself. But I beg him, make it just help us use the resources and doggedness to support our future president, Peter Obi. Okay, let me go for the last message now. Obi is the man for the job. IG choice. Atiku will definitely step down for Obi when time comes. I trust him. Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. At this time around, I want to have a conversation with Dr. Peter Anosike. He's just right here in the studio with me. Good to have you join us, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Beautiful. I will start with a message someone sent. They said, Obi needs Atiku to win this election. Peter needs Obi to win the election. How do we settle this issue?
Well, I was listening to all the messages that you were reading, and I know that 99.9% of them were coming from the South. Understand? Okay. So, Obi. There's no doubt that among all the candidates, that all the aspiring candidates, Obi is the most competent. Character-wise, Obi is the best. Prudent, Obi is the best. Obi in 2023, Obi was the best candidate that contested the election. There's no doubt about it. But the issue is this: one section of the country cannot produce a president. And so the person that said that Obi needs Atiku and Atiku needs Obi, that's how, that is the only way the result, that's the desires of suffering Nigerian people that will be achieved, understand me? Because Nigeria needs a change. And that change will come through Atiku Obi ticket. That change will come through Atiku Obi ticket. In 2023, Atiku scored 6.9 million. Obi scored 6.1 million, making it 13 million. So Atiku Obi scored 54% of the votes. That's in 2023. Why APC, why Tinubu got 37%? And I am aware that a lot of the votes that we are giving to Tinubu were AI generated. Okay. Understand me? They were AI generated votes. Most of those votes were not from that. They were not organic votes. Understand me? So then most everybody saying Obi from the south. In the north, massive sensitization campaign is going on for Atiku.
Oh, really?
Massive campaign, massive sensitization is going on for Atiku. A lot of people at the campaign from PDP, from APC to ADC in the north because of Atiku. And these are people of influence, people of substance. So what is going on in the north for ADC is more than what is going on in the south. Understand? And one of the things that affected Obi in the court, even though we have a very corrupt and compromised judiciary, but one of the things that affected the case that Obi filed in the appeal court in 2023 is because he did not have party agents in a lot of the polling units in the north. And where you don't have your party agent, you cannot challenge any rigging in that polling unit. Okay. Anywhere you don't have a party agent at a polling unit, you cannot challenge the result in that there because nobody represented you. You are not a spirit. Okay. So that is one of the reasons that one of the things that affected Obi in 2023 when he went to court. And Labour Party, it was the obedience that financed most of the elections, because Labour Party was dead before the obedience went and resurrected it. So basically, Obi and those who believed in him financed the election. But assuming that Peter Obi and Atiku had run in 2023, they would have had party agents everywhere. Understand me? So that is a minus. And what Nigeria really needs in 2027 is a change. Because there's a poll now, there's a survey that showed that about 81% of Nigerian population don't trust Tinubu. Understand me? That's what that survey said, that 81% of Nigerians don't trust Tinubu. And in the 2024 U.S. presidential election, surveys show that 70% of Americans believe that America is heading towards the wrong direction.
Okay.
So, and therefore, that if Harris wins, it will still to go that way. And that was why they voted Trump to change the direction that America was headed. So if the only way that to change where Nigeria is going currently is to vote out Tinubu.
Now, hold on. Voting out Tinubu, and then voting in either Peter Obi or Atiku. Now, there's a big information as regards Peter Obi that just came in. But let me put that aside. Before I mention that, Daily Momodu has come out to say a whole lot. In fact, he has explained why he prefers that former Vice President Atiku Abubakar should emerge, president candidate of, or rather the presidential candidate of the African Democratic Congress, that is the ADC. He said, let me quote him, Atiku had been running his business, investing in education and agriculture, saying it is a good example of what a leader should be. Momodu said, according to him, he said, I said the best choice would be my candidate, which is what I expect the obedience to say, which I expect those who are supporting Rotimi Amechi to also say. There is nothing wrong with that. I am looking at number one, the numbers. The game is a game of number, and the people who are people who are most agreed today are from northern part of Nigeria. And if you listen to Wike very well, they are all campaigning that the next president should still come from the south, from the southern Nigeria. But they know very well that there is no southerner today. The only one who could have attempted it is Wike. And since he is already supporting Tinubu, then the moment you see people, wagging or moving to campaign, for the Atiku, you must know that there is he said a whole lot of things. But he said the only person who can fight Tinubu is Atiku Abubakar, not a Peter Obi. That Peter Obi is not that a rugged politician. Atiku instead will do that. I could just read all he has said. Peter Anosike, what do you think?
Well, for me, he said, my candidate. I don't like that word. What we need is a Nigerian candidate. Understand? That is what we need, a Nigerian candidate, because Tinubu is not a Nigerian candidate. So what we need is a Nigerian candidate, not a Momodu candidate. A candidate who will represent the suffering masses of this country, who are over 90%. Because this government is not favoring up to 5% of the total population of this country. So Atiku has been around for some time. He has a war chest, massive war chest. Understand? He has at least the whole 19 states. Atiku is the owner of Faro and bottled water.
Okay.
And that is the water that most of the 19 states.
One of the most expensive bottled water.
I don't know.
Yes, in Abuja, in the north.
Sokoto, Adamawa, everywhere. That is what they drink. So it is the highest sending water in the north. Understand me? So he has his Nigeria American University in yonder. He's in agriculture and so on and so forth. Understand me? So he has been there. Atiku needs to be, and Obi needs Atiku. And I strongly believe that a combination of two of them will put Tinubu aside in 2027. Understand me? Rotimi Amechi is a minus.
Oh, really?
Rotimi Amechi cannot get votes outside the River State. Because I know that Southeasterners will not vote for him. Understand me? But South will vote for Peter Obi. So what we need is a combination of the North and the South. What we need is a combination of the North and the South. And I believe that if Atiku Obi runs in a joint ticket, they will easily defeat Peter Obi. They will easily defeat Tinubu.
Joint ticket. Who will lead this ticket? Is it the exact ticket we had in 2019?
The exact ticket we have in 2019.
Beautiful.
Understand me?
Okay. But now, let me now shock you and everyone who is listening. The information I'm getting from the camp of the Labour Party about Peter Obi. The National Secretary of the Labour Party, Abayomi Arabambi, has disclosed that the party is set to convene a National Executive Council NEC meeting to recommend the expulsion of Peter Obi.
Is that a news?
In other words,
it's nothing.
Wait, hold on.
Nothing. Those are a bunch of shoe shiners, bunch of APC people. Who APC people is financing. It's not a news. Understand me? That is no news at all.
It's not about the lips it's coming out from. It's about the action.
I have said
Peter Obi will be expelled from the Labour Party.
I've given them a ticket already. Namibia Papa run as the presidential candidate of Labour Party. Let Junior Sabure become his vice presidential candidate. Understand me? I have already given it to them. Let Nyesom Wike run as PDP presidential candidate. Let Damagun run as his vice presidential candidate. Understand me? So, anybody who has been listening to me months ago, I have said that if Peter Obi want to run in Labour Party, they will disqualify him. If Atiku want to run in PDP, they will disqualify him. So to me, this is stale. It doesn't make any meaning. These are just by their names, and you will know where they are coming from and who is financing them. So for me, that is just like kindergarten children holding a press conference. I'm not phased. I'm not moved at all.
Let's listen to what they have said.
These are hungry people. These are touts. Understand me? These are touts. Capital. They are touts.
You can't say that.
They are touts.
You can't say that.
Arabambi is a tout. Apapa is a tout. Abure is a tout.
No. You should watch.
So for me, what they are doing Obi is 100 steps above of them.
You should watch your.
Peter Obi is 100 steps ahead of them. Peter Obi weighs and thoughts are far higher than them.
Hold on.
I'm not impressed.
Let's look at the reason they gave. Their reason. Hold on. Their reason, they say, Obi, who had previously been placed on suspension, proceeded to engage in what the party described as anti-party activities. He said you don't join a political party and still keep your leg in another party. He knows it. He knows it is unconstitutional to belong to two political parties at the same time. This is what Arabambi is saying.
Let them expel him just now that I'm sitting on this chair. Understand me? Let them expel him just now. Jude, before 2022, have you heard that name, Namibia Papa? Have you heard that name, Arabambi? Have you heard Julius Abure? So these are people who should, in their life, should be grateful for Peter Obi for bringing out their names from dust bin. They should be grateful for Peter Obi because without Peter Obi joining the Labour Party, we would not have heard these shoe shiners. Understand me? So they should be grateful for Peter Obi because Labour Party was dead, was in carcass before obedience brought it up. Understand? So imagine these names has entered the national discourse. That's a shame. That's a very big shame. Before 2022, have we ever cited I mentioned Arabambi? Who knows Arabambi? Eh? Namibia Papa was a truck driver in Ibadan. Namibia Papa was a truck driver in Ibadan or your state. Who are they? Because Tinubu is giving them little money. They are now holding this conference. So for me, it's no news. P2B is 100 steps ahead of them.
He was on suspension and then he went to do anti-party activities. What we should be talking about now is the fact that he will be suspended from the Labour Party.
Suspension is...
And remember, he has not left Labour Party. He is just in a coalition.
Suspension is minor. Let them sack him. I don't want to even be... If I will be in my house, anything Labour Party, I will burn it. It is a bridge he has crossed. He has no business going back there. Understand me? It is a bridge. So Labour Party should be X where Obi is.
Oh, really?
So Labour Party did not do P2B a favor. It is P2B that did Labour Party a favor.
According to him, he said they have succeeded in luring him to their side, and there he shall remain. Referring to Peter Obi, he shall remain there. Now, he further revealed that NEC would soon meet to formally recommend Obi's expulsion, which would then be confirmed at the party's national convention in line with the Labour Party constitution and, of course, the practice of most political parties. When we want to expel any member who acts contrary to our constitution, the NEC makes the recommendation and final approval is given at the convention. Abia State. So, Obi will be expelled from our party. He is no longer a member of the Labour Party. That's what Abia is saying.
I have been saying.
But then,
I've been saying this over 6 months ago. Anybody that have been listening to me will know that I've been saying it. That the Labour Party is a broken down vehicle that will not be repaired till 2027. PDP is a broken down vehicle that will not be repaired till 2027. So let our Papa run as Labour Party presidential candidate. Let Wike run as PDP presidential candidate. Period.
Are you saying that these guys are there to, in your words, destroy the party so that no one or no viable candidate will come and oppose the president?
When 81% of the population tells you that they don't trust this guy, understand that Mahmoud Yakub imposed on us, because that's what happened. It's an imposition. 2023 is not a product of our votes. Our votes did not count. Understand me? So here we're 81%. In the university, you know what 81% is. Solid A. Understand me? So let Junior Sabure and our Papa, whatever, run as a Labour Party presidential candidate and vice. P2B has left it for them. P2B has left it for them.
But will an Obi say what you are saying right now? They should all get out. They should not. He doesn't care.
They are inconsequential. Understand me? They are. Papa was a tanker driver in Ibadan.
How did you know this?
Namibia Papa check. Understand me? He is a member of branch of Nupe known as PDT. Understand me? Petrol Tanker Drivers Association, or your state branch. Understand me? My friend, I study. I do research.
No. Sometimes I wonder why you want to say this, because you are angry that he has been able to at least send Obi out of a party. Is that why you're calling him names? He's just a mayor. That's why I asked you, how did you know all of this? Just to spite? Are you trying to spite him?
He's a member of petrol tanker drivers
I know.
department of Nupeng. I was a neighbor correspondent with the Sun newspaper. Understand? Nupeng is one of the arms of NLC. So I'm telling you what you can go and you research.
I know. What I'm saying is, are you now saying this to spite him because he's sending your
what?
man out of the party?
Sending my man. Sending my man. It's just like a tortoise sending an elephant.
Well,
So for me, they are just noise makers. They are noise makers. They are noise makers, and the media, unfortunately, is giving them publicity.
let's bring it. Let's talk. I mentioned something about Dele Momodu recently. ADC coalition. A lot is happening in the house already. Court cases brewing every day.
It's expected. Tinubu should not fold his hand. Even if it's you cannot fold your hand. Understand? You try to do everything to scatter it. Understand? And that is expected of him. But those he's fighting with are also old horses in the business. They are also old horses in the business. So they should be fighting back. But I'm telling you, before December, half of APC is going to empty into ADC. It's already happening. It is already happening. Today, Oyebanji is denying that, no, I'm not going to ADC. Understand? That's the governor of Ekiti State. Is denying, and they say there's no smoke without fire.
Oh, really?
So before December, half of APC will empty into ADC. And it is going on as we speak.
Okay, I was saying something. Let me conclude with this. Dele Momodu is saying Obedience are free to support Obi, that he will back Atiku. And I also asked Prince Chilaka this morning, is it that the house is breaking already? Or some will tell you, whether you like it or not, Obi will definitely be there, either as the president or as the vice president.
For me, in 2014, Buhari did not emerge unopposed. A primary was conducted, and Buhari scored the highest votes. And that was why Buhari emerged as the presidential candidate of APC. So maybe next year, ADC presidential aspirants can go into a primary.
Okay.
So the person with the highest vote will become their presidential candidate. Understand me?
Okay.
So let Atiku supporters be prepared, and let P2B supporters also be prepared.
And as regards these issues or internal crisis in ADC, Malami is strongly of the opinion that the coalition is ready to withstand any form of sabotage or anything called internal crisis, whatever court cases or anything.
That's
that
what
the
I'm
ADC
saying.
is fully ready to face anybody, whether Tinubu or the court or all of these.
No, they should be prepared. Understand? They should be prepared, because even if you are Tinubu, you will not fold your hand and watch them become stronger. But 2027 is a contest between suffering Nigerian masses and Boname Tinubu. Understand me? It is going to be a battle between suffering Nigerian masses,
Okay.
and Bona Ahmed Tinubu.
You're talking about those that are in band F and band R,
Oh, okay.
band O,
Understand me?
right?
Those that are now buying cut yams. Understand me?
Of course.
They now get a tuber of yam, cut it into 4-5, and Nigerians are buying. This is the first time in the history of Nigeria.
It has never happened
It
before.
has never happened. So it is only a madman that will go through this and want it to continue. Because if you don't arrest him now, he will do worse. Because once he gets his 2027, you can no more, he's not contesting for any other election.
I think I first heard that around First Stack. Is it First Stack or is it Agboju? Somewhere around this area, Sha, that they now buy yam. They now cut.
They cut it into 4-5 so that Nigerians
can buy. First time I heard that.
Understand?
When I heard that, even on it was on air, I was saying, no, it's a lie. And somebody called immediately and said, Naso.
Imagine. They will cut a tuber of yam into 5 so that it can be affordable. And so Nigeria cannot buy a single tuber of yam anymore. And people are talking about APC. So for me, it is shocking. That's why when somebody introduces himself as an APC member, I will feel Satan standing before me.
Have you also heard that Boala has said that Peter Obi has conceded presidential ambition to Atiku?
Boala is a disappointment. For me, I used that to wonder of the kind of children that these people have. Understand me? And the kind of face you'll be using to go and face your wife and children at home. After showing how greedy, how you are outside. Peter will be conceding, for me, whoever runs as ADC presidential candidate is better than Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Whoever would run, whether Peter will be, whether Atiku, they will be better than Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I was thinking that Buhari would be the worst president that we have in this country. But now a lot of Nigerians are missing him. And Buhari said it, Nigeria will miss me. And now they are missing him. Because their life were better under Buhari than what we have now. Under Buhari, Nigerians are not cutting a tuber of yam into 4 or 5.
I would want to relay what Boala said. Listen, there's something very tricky. There's the way he said it. I would love to relay it. He said, let me start from here. Peter Obi is now a non-issue. He's a non-starter already. Already he has considered his presidential ambition to Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. Now he has become a second fiddle, but he needs to fight for the vice presidential ticket with Rotimi Amechi. And from what we are hearing, they have convinced him that he will be Director General of the campaign to lead the movement, and that when they win election, Atiku will do 1 term and then Peter Obi will come back to become president. That was what Boala said.
Don't believe the lies of your enemy. Jude, don't believe the lies of your enemy. So now, what is his business? Whether people to be considered or not considered. What is name? Festus Keyamo was saying that P2B is the best candidate in the coalition. So these are ways of trying that to put a crisis in the party. P2B said yesterday that he is running for the post of the president. He said so yesterday. And the AP and ADC have not done their convention to elect any candidate. But today, Festus Keyamo has turned to P2B's mouthpiece. Okay. Understand? So these are their own ways of stoking embers of war, embers of crisis in the party, but it will not work. Whatever goes round comes. Whatever goes around
comes around.
In 2014, they were shouting anything but Jonathan, anything but Jonathan. In 2027, it's anything but Tinubu. Anything but Tinubu. And I believe that whoever they put there will be better than Tinubu. It's just for the person to reverse whatever that Tinubu did. If Tinubu is going left, let that person go right, and the country will change.
Okay. I would want to relay this before I start reading out messages. Ajibola Bashiru has reaffirmed northern support for President Tinubu's re-election, and regardless of rumors of a gang-up, Bashiru is actually refuting, talks of a northern conspiracy against Tinubu's 2027 bid, calling it a lie from the pit of hell, that the North is still backing Tinubu.
You mentioned the name.
Ajibola Bashiru, National Secretary of the APC, National Secretary of the APC, Ajibola Bashiru.
What's the first name?
Ajibola Bashiru. Ajibola.
Okay, from there, you will know.
I don't understand what you're saying.
From there, you will know. Understand me? So, when Ajibola begins to speak for the North, understand? That shows you how fake human beings are. When Ajibola now becomes the mouthpiece of the North, that shows you how untruthful that thing is. El-Rufai said nothing will save Tinubu. That's what El-Rufai said yesterday.
Nothing.
That nothing will save Tinubu. So when you hear Ajibola and hear Nasiru El-Rufai, you know who to trust.
But does he really have the power? When he said nothing will nothing. When El-Rufai is speaking. Okay, now talking about Peter Obi, there is something a northerner said, and I would want to quickly relay. A couple of persons, I also asked you the same question. I said, what do you think about North? What is now in Lagos? We hear Peter Obi. If you everyone go to YouTube, VOP 90.3 FM YouTube, you'll find out everybody is saying Peter Obi, Peter Obi, Peter Obi, Peter Obi, everywhere. But then I want to just say something really clear here. Is the North supporting the same Peter Obi? What is the northern language like? But that's why I want to relay this video here, or let me say an audio that I listened to. And northerner was speaking to Nigerians. He was telling people what he feels, what he believes about the ADC as a coalition, and the way he thinks they should go. Let's take a listen to what he said. After these, I'll get to read your messages. Okay, let's go.
Because I hear a lot of arguments regards the fact that all of these people that are coming on to form are aggrieved politicians. They are politicians with dirty baggages or whatever, right? That is fine. That is true, right? But the question I want us to ask ourselves is, as far as Nigeria is concerned at the moment, do you think there is a space for a sense? There is a space for a new politician to actually emerge as being president? We will only be discussing that on the basis of normality, normal system. Like we talk of maybe Showore can be desired and a lot of other people, at least with that political history baggages, right? But the fact is, there's no room for them. They can't stand Bala Blue. And the point of convergence, at least once one thing we have concluded, is the fact that there's underperformance, there's incompetency. Whatever the reasons are, is equally the reason why we put Bala Blue there. And so far, he is not delivering. So under normal circumstances, we can be talking about that. But hey, we are talking about an abnormal situation here. So it will be highly delusional for somebody to sit down now and think, because let's face it now, you're talking about some candidates that at the end of the day cannot even, when we are talking about a cent that I remember the action of Showore at a point in time in regards repealing that Cyber Crime Act. He could not even gather people to come around, not as if it's not his fault too. People could not actually believe in what he is saying or the need to do that. And why? Because the common man, just like it's going to remain till 2027, is the fact that we're still going to be divided across religious sentiments, tribal sentiments, and the rest of it. So what I'm saying is the factual and the realistic fact is the fact that of a truth, hardship is at its highest level, which that can be ascribed to purely the government in power. And what is the next option? The next option is we need a change that will take us finally to that hellfire where was past this one, or a change that somehow miracle will happen. So that is why I say antecedents doesn't matter to me at this point in time. Because the last time I checked, even Bala Blue was not elected on the basis of a good antecedents, right? And even a lot of people, the fact is the antecedent issue is just another excuse that politicians can actually use to actually remain in power or to prove why they are more important. So whether they are dirty politicians, they carry a lot of baggages, so they are no good, or they did this, they could not do this. The fact is, the reality at the moment is there is no room for a cent to take Bala Blue out of power. And secondly, I want the coalition to know as well that for you to gain the vote or the confidence of people, you have to assure one thing, which is the fact that at least we will not elect you on the basis that petrol price is going to remain the way it is and suffering is going to continue. And let's face it now, not as if we have had a very credible president that has performed so far in the history of Nigeria. What we've been doing is comparison method. So in comparison method now, you get to see the previous presidents, at least they go carry hardship give us. Insecurity no go dey. Or one go carry insecurity, but hardship no go too much. But we can't have Bala Blue giving us, serving us the both at the same time. And the only thing we have to rely on that is the promise of it's going to get better. It's going to get better too is a normal statement, normal talk by any other politician. So my own is, conclusively, Bala Blue has not performed optimally and has impressed citizens. And as such, there is need for that change. So whether it's a saint to, whether now goat you put to contest to, make the goat come try your own too. But good enough, one thing that even gives me joy at the end of the day is the fact that at least I can see somebody like Peter Obi there. That is one of the conditions that the coalition must also give. There must be something for Peter Obi, if not even the flag bearer. That is just it. I feel, in short, let me just tell you the truth, I feel it's high time we even give the people like Peter Obi trials. Not minding antecedents or whatever. And in terms of antecedents, using the comparison method, he's still better than a lot that are still in governance today. And if you say they are bad eggs, they are bad politicians that are coming together, agreed, show me good politicians that are in the system. Abi, show me credible politicians that have performed more than what nobody else have done. So it's the same thing. The fact is trial and error. And as long as this condition remains, this is the same thing we will keep doing till we wake up, Adi. And that is to say, anybody that comes up, you should ensure by all means possible that you don't throw us back to that situation that we are now hoping to get an evil that we have rejected at a point in time coming back. Because whether now the politicians play for you not to underperform, I am telling you they have succeeded. And that is the reality of the
All right, VOP 90.3 FM. I'll read your messages now, everyone. Just make sure it's brief, very, very brief, okay? Thank you for reading my message. My name is Teaches. Okay, Teaches, I read your message earlier. Thank you. What's your name, this person? Peter, Mr. Anosike, no go kill person, no. Okay, what's your name? It's okay. Good morning, Jude. Kindly ask your guests what is really making these or be a person of a person a saint. We are just running in a circle. Please try to invite others from other regions so we can listen to other opinions. I just played someone's voice from other region. What he said. Jude, you want us to be civil, but your guest, Peter Anosike, is not civil. I can see him. He's one-sided. May God help us. Okay. No, Peter, just hold on. I have played the voice of somebody who, in fact, I should go to the north and get 3 persons or 4 across board, different states, and we'll talk to the person here and let's feel what they're saying. Is it the language we Lagosians are speaking? Is it the same language that they're speaking? We'll get to find out. We'll find out. Someone say, I thank Peter Anosike and Barrister Agumo for their expositions on the matter being discussed. The truth is that Mr. Peter Obi does not have the might to withstand President Tinubu. Let Obi be vice to Atiku. Okeke Damian from Oshodi. And then I've been consistently with seeing regarding VOP well, it's okay. 75% of VOP are for Atiku. There is no pretending about it. Okay. Oh, really? Okay, now I understand what you're trying to say. Okay, it's all right. It's fine. Thank you so much. All those that are talking are Igbos. Let Atiku be president and Obi vice. Those that are talking don't know politics. Atiku owns the north, and let Obi step down and deal with the south. Anyway, Obi is not a monger. He will step down for Atiku if need be. I'm Gideon. Okay. Good morning, Ikami. Lack of integrity make politicians jump from one party to another. Shame. Atiku will soon will do what now? Their red card. Obi is a boy in politics. There is no season of yam. Cutting of yam did not start today. Go to the nearest market and do your finding before dishing out lies. This is the season of yam. Cutting of yam did not start today. Go to the nearest market and what's this person saying?
Oh, where is he from?
Huh?
Which market? Where is he from?
He's deviating, like he's far from what we're saying.
No, what
he's talking about rainy season. That's not what we're talking about.
So in rainy season, when yam should be in abundance, so you cut to sell. Understand me? So
Do we even now, Seth gone, Peter Anosike, we don't. In those days, people wait for rainy season to really get yam and stock it. Even now, for rainy season, yam time, yam they cost.
Or the Bible said it, when the evil man is on the throne, people scatter.
All right. Splendid morning, JIJ. Truly, if Atiku really loves this country and he wants to see Nigeria thrive, then he should allow humble pie and allow PO to be the ADC flag bearer come 2027. APC must go, come 2027. PO is the man that can beat any candidate. It's okay. Peter from Ejigbo, thank you so much. I get upset. I think I read this message. Well, you keep repeating message just for me to read. Why now? Is it by force to send message? Good morning, VOP. Dear presenter, Anosike sir, you have been very, very consistent in your analysis on a positive scale of 80 to 95% judgment. You are always hitting the nail on the head, sir. Like you have said, Amechi is a total minor as long as the 2027 general election is concerned. Atiku is a strong force in the north, but Obi is a strong force both in the north and the south as it stands now. Okay.
A combination of two of them will do it. Period.
Okay. But when we judge by age bracket, Obi is the only best man to support Atiku as a running mate. But if we may keep the aspect of age aside and to face reality, Obi is the best man to bear the ADC coalition presidential ticket as a flag bearer come 2027. Sir, your analyses are so on point. It's okay. Secondly, Kami, it's a fact I saw with two. Okay, Mr. Matthew from Ijegun, your message are kind of lengthy. I cannot go there now because of my time. I'm wrapping up. Atiku. Okay, I love Obi, but this last missionary journey for Atiku to be president, no retreat, no surrender. Let Obi look for another, not, know your register kind of about to go to contest for president. Either Dikinowo, trying to understand what you said. It's fine. Peter Obi should be fronted. If not, ADC will lose again. Will lose out. Obi is not a saint, but he is better. I don't even want them to mention Ameti Obi or nothing. ADC be warned. Frank from Egbeda. Okay. Good morning. My PVC is ready for a 2027 election, but on a condition: if the ticket is not for Peter, I will not vote anybody. Which of the Peter? Anosike, right? It's
Peter Obi, Peter Obi.
Okay, let's look at your message. Good morning to you. Even Tinubu will never employ a candidate like himself in his company. Ezekiel from Ejibo. People get mouth, child. You played someone's voice from other region. It's not the same as bringing people. And I said I will bring now. I will bring, sir. When you go give me transport, I'll take go there. You go. It's okay. Obi is coming to Nigeria. He's not doing any good to his family, rather to Nigeria. So if I'm Obi, they don't want you. Fine. Take your personality to your house. Let us be suffering like this. And let me read just few more and I wrap things up. Oh, my time is up. I have to go. Hey, okay. Can I just talk to you briefly? Oh, you can't. I'm trying to bring you in, but it's not possible. Pastor Chimeze, thank you so much. Let me just mention their names. What's your name? Chibuzoi from Ijesha. Thank you so much. Dele from Ilukweju. Thank you. Misa Ofoma. Thank you so much. And what's your name now? The last person. What's your name? Oh, I can't look at that now. I have to go, everyone, because of my time. Thank you so much. Thank you indeed. I appreciate you. I'll be back here tomorrow by 7 a.m. and we continue talking. Peter Anosike, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. On Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, YouTube, everywhere, I am Ikami Jude. It's spelled Ikamijudeh. Ikamijudeh. My name is Jude. Ikami Jude. I love you all so much. Do have for yourself a wonderful day. Good morning.